Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dark Matter Wolf with another YouTube video here at the Wolf's Den of Champions, where we play everything Marvel Champions. All our content here on this channel is Marvel Champions. We do live streams, we do gameplay videos, rate and review, which is this current series that we're going to be doing here. We're going to be rating and reviewing Wasp Hero Kit here. If you guys are new, welcome. Everything you need for Marvel Champions. If you're a new player or a seasoned player, you'll find something here that you're gonna like. So thank you guys so much for joining us here. Without further ado, let's dive right into the video. All right, here we go. We have Wasp Hero Kit. We're gonna be rating Wasp Hero Kit based off of 5 categories. The alter ego category, the board control, survivability, the easiness to set up, and the versatility of the hero kit. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the hero here. We have Wasp. Need some water. All right, everybody stay hydrated out there. We have Wasp hero card here. It's gonna be 1 attack, 1 thwart, 2 defense. Very interesting design, very interesting card here. I'm gonna go ahead and read it here. It's the hero, Avenger, Tiny. It's a small but mighty response after Wasp or an event you play defeats 1 minion or a side scheme, deal 1 damage to that villain. You should learn to play nice. It's a hand size of 5, hit points of 11. Nadia Van Dyne. She has a 3 recovery, genius, and then she's got a girl action. Shuffle up to 2 cards with a printed mental resource from your discard pile into your deck. So you return, let's see, you return Giant Help, Pinpoint Strike, and Wasp Sting, and anything else that has that genius mental print on there back to your hand. This card here actually is a very cool design, and I think they did a really good, awesome thing here. Fantasy Flight Games, good job on this. As you can see here, Wasp has a giant form, so it's got a 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 defense, and you can see that asterisk there. This is her Avenger giant form with the star there for the thwart. Threat you remove using your basic thwart power can be divided among schemes as you choose. And then for damage you deal using your basic attack power, you can divide among enemies you choose. That is super cool to me because it just adds so much versatility, and just like you can do so much. Like say you can spread all your damage and all your thwarting from schemes and stuff on different parts of the board. I think that's really cool. I think that's awesome. I think this is the first hero that can do that. Like it has that kind of thing there. Definitely need to get the sleeves for this deck. The one for this hero card here that just, you don't have to do that. It's like double, like you slide it on, you know what I'm saying? The sideways sleeves, but it's pretty cool. I think it's actually awesome that there's that tiny form, and then there's that giant form. Never seen any game ever do that before, so that's really, really cool. Actually, Pokemon TCG did 2 cards you put together, so kind of, but still. Fantasy Flight did it better. Here is Wasp's ally. It's going to be a 4 cost. Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Ant-Man. It's going to be 2 thwart, 2 attack, really good stats. 3 health. It would have been awesome if it was 4 health, but it's okay. It's kind of expensive to play him, but he is nice because while you are in giant hero form, Ant-Man gains the giant trait and gets +1 attack. When you're in tiny, you gain the tiny trait and gets +1 thwart. So these two go hand in hand. These comrades, they're homies, and I think, yeah, they're married. No, I think they're just whatever. But they go hand in hand, Ant-Man and Wasp. They're teammates, they're tag teams. So if she's in giant, he's in giant. If she's in tiny, he's in tiny, and they just do so much together, which is really cool if they're both on board. And you can preserve Ant-Man because it's just like that extra 3 thwart or that extra 3 attack. So really cool synergy there. And then we get 2 copies of Giant Help. I actually really like this card here because it's a 2-cost event and it's a hero action, and you remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove total of 4 threat divided among schemes as you choose instead if you are in Giant Hero. So I like it because it gives you an option. If you're in Hero mode or Tiny mode, you only do 3. But if you're in Giant mode, you can do 4. So you can do 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, or do 2 here and 2 here. I think that's just super awesome. And I really, really enjoy that aspect here, that you can like kind of do all that stuff. It's really nice. And if they ever made, I know this is a Wasp rate and review, but if they ever make Mr. Fantastic, I hope that they just give him naturally that ability. Yeah, that's kind of power creeping in a way, but it would be so on theme, so on brand, and I think it's pretty cool. So moving on here, you get 3 copies of Pinpoint Strike in the Hero Kit. This card, super awesome. It's like a swinging web kick where with Spider-Man you pay 3, you do 8 damage. This here you do 7 damage to an enemy. If you are in Tiny Hero form, this attack deals 1 additional damage to the enemy and gives it overkill. So if you're in regular Tiny form, you can do 8 damage plus you get rid of it gains overkill. So you can hit the enemy or you hit a minion and it'll go further into the to the villain. You guys know what I'm saying. Sometimes I can't read or whatever. Okay, so we have 2 copies here of Rapid Growth. Rapid Growth is such a really cool card too, because this goes like, it's a hero interrupt. So when you use one of your basic hero's powers, you can change to Giant form and get +2 for that use. So say I'm in Tiny, right? I have Wasp here and I'm gonna thwart. I activate here Rapid Growth, I'll go into Giant, and then I'll be able to thwart on anything and I get +2 there, so it'll be 4 and I can do whatever I want there. Or same thing with attacking. If I want to attack, I'll gain, it'll go to 2 in Giant mode, and then I'll be able to do +2 damage there, so it'll be wherever I want to put it. If I want 1, 1, 1, 1 or whatnot. But I think that design is super, super dope, that you're able to do these things and just kind of like splash your damage wherever you want. So far the kit looks really fun, more mainly on aggressive. I mean, you got a lot of thwarting here, and then just putting it in putting Wasp in hero mode, in Giant mode is like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? You get to do a lot of thwarting there. Here, this is Wasp Sting. It's a 2-cost event attack card. Hero action, if you are in Giant form, deal 4 damage total divided among enemies as you choose. If you are in Tiny form, hero form, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So if you're Giant, 4 splash anywhere you want, and then 5 you do direct damage to 1 minion or villain. I really like that it gives you that choice. You do have to choose what form you're going to be in though, so you just got to make sure you choose wisely and use your cards and plan accordingly to make sure you're not jumping around in the wrong forms here. After you spend, this is a resource. Editor, edit that out. I am the editor. After you spend this card, heal 2 damage from your hero if you are in Giant form, or draw 1 card if you are in Tiny form. So kind of cool. It's a wild resource, pin particle. So you say you're in Giant, use this to pay something, you heal 2 damage, or if you're in Tiny mode, it's like you use this to draw a card. So really cool, kind of nice, just a little splash, little wild energy there. And then you got your 3 upgrades here. You're gonna have Red Room Training, which is a 2-cost upgrade skill. While you are in Giant hero form, you gain Retaliate 1. So not only does Wasp have the ability to do retaliation while being in Giant form, you also get the ability here while you are in Tiny hero form, your basic attacks gain piercing. If you choose wisely and you have this out already, You can look at your board, say you're playing a villain and they have tough, then you're like, okay, well I need to be in tiny mode, so I'm gonna be in tiny mode. Do piercing, you discard the tough, and you do the damage. That right there is already so nice because like tough can be very annoying unless tough is on your hero. Red Room Training, love this card. Wish that was a card for every card, not just the hero kit, but I love that Wasp does get that there. I never knew she was in the Red Room Training, but who knows. Here we have a 2-cost upgrade. It is a biosynthetic wings item tech. Wasp gains the aerial trait and interrupt when you would take any amount of damage if you are in tiny hero form. So this only works for tiny form. You can exhaust synthetic wings to prevent 1 of that damage. So kind of cool. Gives her aerial, so maybe you can like put a bunch of other cards building towards that, but that's like other building towards it and not just her hero kit focus. So we're just focusing on the hero kit here. Kind of cool to be able to prevent 1 damage. I believe her defense in the giant form is 3. Yes, so defense is 3. So if you exhaust the defend and then you exhaust here, you prevent 1, you can still take like 3 damage and then still take no damage by that 3. So kind of cool there. You can see here Wasp giant form. Pretty crazy, pretty awesome. Yeah, this card design, I still can't get over it. How like it's like you open it and it's the giant form there. Here is the final card of the hero kit, 15 from 15. It's a physical resource card. 2-cost upgrade, Wasp's helmet, armor tech. While you are in giant hero form, you get to +1 thwart, or while you are in tiny hero form, you get +1 attack. So I love cards that like add stats. So I love these here. I love the defense here, the Red Room. I love these here. You get retaliate or you get piercing. I think that's really awesome. Let's see, let's go ahead and start the reviewing here. So off the bat, I'm going to say that to set Wasp up, it's very simple. You just kind of come out the gates punching and you're good to go there. So I think the ease of setup for Wasp is very easy. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments, but I think she's very easy to set up. She does a lot of attacking. As you can see here, we have, well, this is the stat adding, which is really good. This is the damage here, so I can put these with these pinpoint strikes. She does a lot of attacking. We do have the form changing, and then we have the giant help, which is the remove 3 threat from a scheme, 4 if you're in giant mode. Board control, I'm going to say, is there just for the sole reason of Wasp's giant form, where she can splash the damage or she can splash the threat, the scheming, the thwarting, which is super big, I think, because like being able to, there's been so many times where I like, okay, I'm going to thwart, but I can only thwart for this much, but I need to just thwart for 1. I have to pay 3 resources to activate a card that removes 4 threat from a scheme. It's like, I'm gonna overpay, but I need to do it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Just to get rid of that side scheme. So I really like the fact that you can splash your threats where you want, and you can splash your damages. So it's like boom, boom, and then boom, and then boom. You know, I really like that interaction. I think it's super cool. The hero form, they did an excellent job on that card, like the hero card, and going from tiny to hero there. So board control, 100%, gonna give that a point there for Wasp. Survivability, I really want to give her a point for survivability, but I can't, because she only has 1 card that heals her, and it barely even does anything. Like, you prevent 1 damage here, and then the pin particles, you have to be, it's very conditional, right? Very situational. Like you have to be using this and you have to be in the tiny. It's not just like, okay, I'm gonna gain some. Sorry, you have to be in giant mode, and this here you have to prevent to take 1 damage. And 1 damage is not a lot, but it is a lot, but it's not gonna be enough to be survivable. Just like her alter ego, it's only a 3 recovery out of 11 hit points. It feels 4 maybe, but you don't really want to go into your alter ego. Her alter ego really isn't good, so I guess I'll go ahead and categorize that as well there and rate that as well. Alter ego, you don't have a reason to go into it, so I'm going to say no point on alter ego, no point on survivability, for the sole purpose of you shuffle 2 cards with the printed mental resource. It has to be printed mental resource, so giant help and all your attack cards here, you return them. Yeah, you can do other mental resource cards while you're deck building, but just based on the hero cards. If rapid growth was mental, I think this card is better than most of the other cards, because this card it allows you to change form in the process of a basic attack, giving you more attack or more thwart to splash around everywhere. It's a +2 power of this use, so it's really good, but you don't have a reason to go to alter ego, so I'm gonna give the alter ego a thumbs down. And I'm also going to give the survivability a thumbs down, putting Wasp at a 3 out of 5. That is going to be my wolf review there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So we are going to rate and review Wasp. 3 out of 5 points is what we have concluded here based on her hero kit. If you guys agree with me, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thought processes on why you think otherwise. But for the most part, that's it. That's what we got for you on Wasp. She looks so much fun to play. But the fact that I wish she had a better alter ego, and if I could revamp this character here, when she went to giant form, I think she should gain at least like +3 hit points. I know jumping back and forth, it's complicated there, but I think it would be really cool because you get bigger, you get more HP, you can take more punches, you can take more damage, right? I do see the stat boosts go up, which is awesome, and then the ability to do all that stuff there. But if we just gave her a little bit more hit points, like even just 3, that would have been really cool. I mean, we do have endurance, so I probably would use endurance with this deck. I mean, I use endurance in every single deck. I love, like I said, I love stat cards, adding stats to your basic hero, because I love playing the hero themselves. But for the most part, that's my rate and review. Let me know what you guys think. YouTube thinks that you're gonna like this video right here. And for more rate and review videos, you can find them by clicking here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode here at the Wolf's Den of Champions. Peace.